Why are they screaming? Do you think they're scared of that? I would take that like a good omen, right? Look how pretty that is. It's like good luck.
Arkadaşlar burası bir dişçi. Gördüğünüz gibi sokakta amcaya diş yapıyor. When he was 20, he started this job. Oh.
Where you from?
Türkiye.
Anacağı dişi işte buradan seçiyor.
Street dentist.
Very good, huh?
When we're at the grocery store, we got options of breads. This goes up quick. See that? Bread's supposed to be squishy. It goes right up. You know what that means? It's not real bread. This is some real bread.
How you know that?
See how it stays down? Try another one. Let's try bimbo. Try bimbo. Look at how it goes up. It's like foam. We're eating foam. Plastic. Crazy, huh? Let's try the Wonder Bread. Oh, crazy. This one stays down. This is real bread right here. Wonder Bread is real bread. Crazy, huh?
Dimensions. There are thousands of dimensions. The scientists keep talking about fifth dimension, sixth dimension. There are thousands. Many of these dimensions, there will only be a slight difference. And you're constantly going in and out of these other dimensions all the time. You don't notice it unless there's something that gets your attention. I had one woman who was a college student, and she said she came out of her dormitory one day, and there was a lot of construction going on right in front of the dormitory. They had the barriers up and the orange cones, and they were digging up the street. Well, the next morning she comes out of the dormitory. There's no sign of any construction at all. That's what I mean. Unless something happens to catch your attention, you're not even going to notice. You're constantly moving in and out of these. Another one might say, they see this beautiful tree on the block where they live in. The next day, there isn't any tree. We have crossed over just that little bit into the other dimension. It begins to show you reality is not at all what you think it is. Everything is energy. Everything is an illusion. I had one client that said she was out jogging and she saw an airplane coming in, and it was coming in through the treetops, big airliner. And she could see it coming in. She said, it's going to crash. She could see it about a block or so down. It's going to crash. And she turned around and ran back to the house, turned on the TV to see if there were any news about an airplane crashing. Well, there wasn't. So part of what she wanted to have the session was about, what was that? They said she had crossed over into a dimension where there was an airport over there. And it didn't exist in her normal reality. But see, you don't stay there because it's not your reality here. You all know when you put something down, an object or something, your glasses or car keys, you go back, you can't find them. Then a little later you go back and they're there. They have gone into this other dimension and come back. When that happens to me, I always say, guys, put it back, I need it.
If you enjoy content like this, I put out several videos a week. It'll be amazing if you hit the subscribe button and join me in the next video.
So I was in Castle Crag outside of Mount Shasta, and this thing lands at my feet. It's black, it's got big black eyes, it's got no arms and no legs, it's just like this black thing. Well, you're kind of cute. And when I said that, I was saying that in my head, and it kind of like glitched. And it was really fucking scary. It starts to unfold, and it brings out these black arms, and it goes like this, and it lands like 20 feet away from me. It looks like a fucking duck. Black fucking triangles came out of the sides of it, and then it just levitated up into the trees. And I was just fucked off. I was like, oh my God, like, what is that? My dog was a coyote husky, and she would let me know anything that was nearby. She had my back, but she did not wake up for this. She did not move, and that's what fucked me up. I believe it as an honor to have experienced that. I must be different. I was totally fucking sober when this happened. I do not do psychedelics. I smoke marijuana. And that doesn't happen.
This red slime is what you eat every day. Looks like a tomato, right? But it's actually a chemical cocktail disguised as an innocent sauce. Inside, you'll find refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid from GMO mold, sodium benzoate, and artificial flavors designed to trick your brain and keep you craving more. The actual benefits of real tomatoes, mostly destroyed by industrial processing. What's left is an ultra-processed food, packed with sugar and synthetic ingredients that create addiction. Just 1 tablespoon has more sugar than a cookie and more salt than a serving of French fries. Between pesticides, dyes, and preservatives, this sauce is anything but natural. They made you believe it's harmless, but it drains your energy, drives inflammation, and makes you fat. Always check the ingredients because
ये नारियल हिलने लगा है। गुरुदेव, नारियल हवा में उड़ चुका है।
हर चीज का एक समय होता है।
नहीं, इस समय में ये स्टूडियो में भी लाइव
Yeah, you can see that string.
ये नारियल आपकी तरह ऊपर नीचे जो आपको चलाता है ऐसे पकड़ के लगा दिया। और यहाँ देखिए, यहीं पे रोकूंगा हवा में। यहीं स्टॉप, एकदम रुक जाइए, झूल जाइए, प्रश्नों का उत्तर भी देगा ये। क्या बात है?
So this is frozen log of toilet paper.
I know a lot of people want to know, how did you get so knowledgeable? I'm not knowledgeable. When you hear me talk, it don't be me. I mean, because I'm not the body. So the forces inside of me been here kind of like a long time. You know when you breathe, you're not breathing air. Do you know what you breathe when you breathe?
What's the answer?
You breathe consciousness. Also, mama, like every code, everything that been in the firmament is still here. And every time you breathe, you kind of like soak it in. I'm going to tell you how I know. Hold your breath. Stop breathing. First thing you're going to lose is your consciousness. So first thing you're going to lose the information, but your heart and all that stuff still going to be good. You're going to breathe. Everything going to be good. But the problem is you're not going to have consciousness. Because what you breathe is the consciousness.
The Muslims do not realize that Allah is connected to the planet Saturn. This is why Mecca has a black square. Mecca is called the Kaaba or the Kaaba. And this is why today we have streets in England called Kaaba stone streets, little black squares, the Kaaba. Or you graduate from university with the black square, the Kaaba. It's a black square. That's a symbol for the planet Saturn. Many people do not know what we call today the Star of David. The two triangles interlace becomes a hexagram. The ancient people said they were putting the hex on you. What we call the Star of David in history books, you can go and read it in the library, is called the Star of Saturn. This is why Jews still today go to a temple on Saturn's day. And it's a fascinating story about how Saturn was referred to as El. And today we even have people who are worshiping the planet Saturn in religion and don't even realize it. We are called elders. You're one of the elites. Well, how did you get to be an elite or an elder? Well, you got elected. How did you get elected? Well, it's all of these words and terms mean something, and they have a definite occult or hidden religious significance to words.
3, 2, press it all the way down on one. Find your challenge point, hold it here. We bring it in 2.
It is 2:30 in the morning. I don't got time for this. I'm outside of a gate gas station. And there, bro. Oh my God, bro.
There is a natural nuclear reactor that's been discovered in Africa. And the way it was discovered was a French mining site where they were mining uranium. And then the uranium was shipped back to France and it's analyzed isotopically. So the only explanation that they could come up with is that a nuclear reactor must have formed naturally and operated for many thousands of years, burning away all of this uranium-235 until it was gone. And when I hear this statement, to me, it sounds as ridiculous as you walk throughout the desert and you find a perfectly formed Mercedes-Benz that formed there naturally. So that's the same, degree of ridiculousness. So to me, it's far easier to believe that, what we found was a remnant of an ancient, nuclear power plant. It's less a stretch to assume that there was a civilization who, mastered nuclear power and exploited it and now gone, than, just saying, well, it occurred naturally.
It took me 30 years to figure out that mathematics is created by consciousness, and therefore I cannot explain consciousness with mathematics. How can you explain consciousness with math when it's consciousness that created math? When can you explain free will with something that doesn't have free will? You see, it's foolish to think that, that you can explain, more with less. But science doesn't want to go there. Why? Scientism doesn't want to go there. Why? Because you lose your power. Because if I know the equations, I know more than you. And that's not acceptable. Their safety is in the prediction of the future. Their sense of power is in prediction of the future. You cannot predict the future because it's based on free will.
What? Why would that be there?
Yeah, it is. It's a shadow because it's going through the clouds. That is so weird. That is so cool. I've never seen that. The sun must be just the perfect.
I come to wash the brushes out. We want to wash this. We want to use this.
No. We
to
can't,
wash.
we can't let you guys use this.
Why? What's that meat right there for? This what you serve people?
No.
You cook that for people?
No, we wash it.
Y'all wash the meat in there? Well, that's dirt. That sink is dirtier than the It's dirtier than the meat. It's gonna be dirtier than if you wash it. This is outside, man. People come out there and piss and shit in that sink.
Oh man.
That's not sanitary, man. I'm gonna call code enforcement. Anybody know what she's saying? Let me know. I'm finna wash my brushes. But why is the meat sitting in that nasty sink though? Oh yeah, y'all is, cause I know that's what y'all got noodles right there. Y'all got the meat on the floor in here. You can't do that, man. Let me hold that hose. I need to clean up. We did y'all parking lot. I'll sue you, cause y'all not right. That's not right. Give me the hose, man. Give me the hose. My boss said, give me the hose. I need to clean this. We did y'all parking lot. He said I could use this hose anytime. Man, give me the damn hose, bro. Give me the hose, please. Give me the hose. Gracias. Soy sauce and bag. Hose. The hose, let me use it. I come to use it.
Go.
Yeah, you. I need to use it to get this stuff off before it's bad. Take that meat to the dumpster. Ma'am, why is you putting that meat? You gonna serve that meat to people? You need to take that to the dumpster right there. You need to take that meat and throw it away. Oh, you cooking that for people? Okay. I'm gonna show y'all where we at, y'all. We right here. Uncle Poop, we live. I got my partner with me. We right here at the damn List Chinese Kitchen. It's in Newport Richey. Do not come here and eat. They is nasty as fuck. Y'all just seen that, right? Y'all call code enforcement and everything, cause they going down. We gonna shut this place down. They don't want to let me use the hose. They going down. You either pay me or I'm gonna put this video online. I'm not blackmailing you. I'm just saying. I don't want no food. That's not gonna happen. Okay? I want to use the hose. Can I use the hose? The people on the way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, mommy. Now, I might not put this video online now. Thank you.
More drones. Supposedly. Oh.
I'm gonna do hypnosis on you. He was 17 years old, didn't really know anything about it at all. So I guided him into 3 past lives. He was a leper. It was interesting because he was walking and I'm guiding him. He goes, I'm walking and there's a bell on my hand. There's a bell. Why is there a bell? We realized the bell was signaling to the tribe that there was a leper coming. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And we're kind of putting the pieces together. We have no idea. We're kind of 2 kids doing this. The next life he goes into, he's an astronomer, a French astronomer. The church throws him in this sewage pit and he dies. And he actually spoke, which was interesting. And then the next life, he's this, just a normal Texan guy in the 1950s, driving down a road on a bridge, ends up driving off the bridge, kills himself, because he was drinking. And it was just random, these random lives. So that was my first time ever doing it. And I was like, wait a second, what is this?
Is that a workout?
If I have to eat maggots, it'll be done. And I have a fry pan that, what I'll do is I'll cook a steak in here. And instead of cleaning it when I'm done, I just throw it in the freezer. What this does, then you simply heat it up again. You don't have to wash it. And I used to leave it on the stovetop without putting it in the freezer. And it was infested with maggots, but I ate them, so.
The Caucasian race seem to live a little longer than black men. Because
they don't eat gluten. Oh. That's the poison. They hide it in the food. There's a lot of people don't know, right? Because like if you look up, like they don't tell you this. They say, oh, diabetes, cancer, AIDS, all them diseases I told you before. Yeah. Guess what the cause of them is? All of them, gluten. And guess what is in? Everything we love. But let me tell you how it happened, right? A lot of people know what happened. This is how it happens. See, back in the days when you was poor, they had something called WIC. They come in your house, they give you a grocery list, and you had to get only the foods on this list. Just so happened all them fucking foods was all the gluten.
Government cheese.
Now when you go to the store, that's all we want to buy. So now they don't got to give you that list no more, but they trained you first. They gave you the list to buy everything. And then they gave you the food stamps. So now when you got the food stamps, you trained to go to the same shit you already been picking. Damn. That's how they get you. And then you gave it to the kids, and the kids gave it to their kids, and now everybody like gluten. And then everybody got high blood pressure, they died.
How powerful was Jay-Z when you were doing business with him? Was he already a power player where if he wanted to ruin someone's life or make somebody a star, he could do it?
Yeah, I think me and Rihanna came out the same year, so he definitely did that, you know. But Jay-Z was I'd like to talk about Kanye more because I think he was very important to the rise of Jay-Z, you know, and he made that all. He added the creativity to that whole thing, you know, and I think they don't give him enough respect and dues. But yes, Jay-Z was more of a businessman.
You interacted with both of them, right? You had, you know,
yeah, and
relations,
Kanye was always the artistic one,
creative side.
Yeah, he's the creative one, and I connected with that. And Jay-Z obviously had the clout and the reputation, but I saw that they both represented two different dynamics, which the world wasn't
privy to yet.
Yes, but I already knew that back then, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, that's happening. Again, it's the same thing, you know, everything.
Could you fast forward then, knowing now Jay's got the kind of clout that he has, and Kanye is being criticized, and he's lost a lot of wealth the last few years? Could you have predicted this?
Well, I think the interesting thing was they made that record, Watch the Throne, and one person was going to get the throne, you know, and that was already set, like they were fighting for that throne. Or one of them was talking about the throne of God, you know, or you didn't know what kind of throne it was, whether it was the throne of Satan or the throne of God or whatever, you know, or whether they were two kings duking it out over this throne. I think that was a very, you know, that was the moment that kind of thing happened. And if you look at politically, the Jay-Z supported Obama and Kanye supported Trump, and so they were sort of vying for this. You know, that was also quite a telling.
Who is now retired, did say that they were informed of, nearly 13 types of beings. And in the biblical stories, they talk about Satan being in charge of a rebellion, being cast down to earth. Well, I think it's that he was in this parallel universe at a higher energy level. He was cast down with some of these cohorts, and they made these beings to build a lie, a deception for the people of Earth. And that deception was that, okay, little grays, Nordics, all these kind here are invading us and abducting us. Then Satan is going to come in with his crew that look just like us, are friendly, and will deliver us from these nasty little aliens. That way, the satanic ones who appear to be good and friendly can help us set up a world government. And then he can take over the planet with his man who's going to be the human Antichrist, which the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus in the Greek, will land with his troops and have battle with Satan and his minions who have executed this great deception to the people of Earth, and will defeat them. And that's the biblical narrative on that, but certainly what I witnessed and what I was told by my security team do fit that perfectly. So my advice to people who see good guys coming from the skies, like in the movie or the series V, where they come and help mankind and give them all kinds of gifts in return for seawater and junk, that kind of a scenario will be played out. So the first landing, the first official disclosure will not be of the friendlies, the good guys. They'll be deceptive, just like in that movie V, and they will defeat and remove all the bad guys, the grays and whatever, that were abducting people. And the people of Earth will be very happy. And not only will they defeat those, they will take out of power the people that are called the Illuminati or the deep state. They're going to chew them up and spit them out, and sad for them, but this is part of the deception where they will convince even the right wing, you know, people like myself, if we're not aware, that they have come in and cleaned house and got rid of all the evildoers, and they are the good guys. It will be a clean sweep of the house, and for those who aren't schooled in what's going on in this deception, they will fall prey to supporting a new global world order.
Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, swallow it.
Did you know that your company might be playing white noise in order to distract and calm you if you work in an office setting? Allow me to show you. So, when I say office setting, I mean something like this. Now, if you pay close attention, there are a bunch of these speakers in this office. It's like every other ceiling tile. And to some people, it might sound like the air coming from the vent. But check this out. So up here, there's a couple of wires, a couple of Cat 5 cables, and this is the speaker, as you can see. Now, if you listen closely, you hear a static sound, right? Sounds like air coming from a vent, but it's literally a speaker. Now, if we go over to this side and I unplug this cable, silence. Back on. Silence.
You also believe water is a scam? Yeah, I mean, water's a solvent, so it's dissolving your body. The fact that people say it's hydrating your cells is crap. It's not a carbohydrate. It's not a fat. It's not a protein. It's literally a solvent. If you put any type of material in water, it dissolves it. That's what it's doing to your body. Bruh. And same thing with water weight. And you're drinking all this water and bloating. There's actually no benefit to it. If you want to hydrate, you have fats, you have juices, you have something that your cells can actually utilize. And this is probably the craziest thing ever. I've been saying this for 3 years, everyone on the internet. Like, if you actually look behind it and you think logically about it, water does not hydrate you. It dehydrates you. And I know it sounds crazy and we can dive more in the topic later, but that's how I feel about you don't water. drink any water? For the most part, no, I don't really need to. Maybe I'll have a sip here and there. Maybe, I mean, water is in raw meat. When you cook meat, what happens? Steam comes off of it. Right. So that's H2O right there. That's hydration going into your body if you eat raw meat. But if you're eating a bunch of cooked food and all this, you're going to get thirsty, and it's just an addiction. You look at the healthiest tribes in the world, they don't drink water. Even the Maasai tribe in Africa, they don't really have water. That's actually what they do is they take roots out of the ground and they suck on them. I've seen them.
What? That's dope.
But wait, billions of people, literally billions of people had the COVID virus. Over 1 billion got the spike protein vaccine. So that's like, we're talking like a huge percentage of the Earth's population, unless I'm missing something.
Now you understand what keeps me awake at night. And it's kept me awake at night for 2 years, 2.5 years. And that's why I sort of abandoned everything just to focus on how do we clear the virus? Because the answer is to clear the virus.
From the body.
From the body. The answer is to stop the inflammation because it's chronic inflammation.
So can I ask a dumb question? How long does the virus remain in the human body? If not?
So far we found 3 years, 4 years.
Is there any reason to believe it'll naturally go away?
Not if your body's immunosuppressed. So it's a circle.
Notice this. Now, could this be the sign of what happened on Friday? Hear your thoughts.
Oh, I would never do that. I'm scared of heights. You can't pay me to do that.
What? Do you remember the day you were born?
No, but I remember when the earth would open.
That is basically what's happening with the UFOs. They're interesting, they're hardware, some of them may not be hardware. When we're dealing with civilizations that literally travel in time, when we're dealing with technologies that can literally manipulate matter and time, think about it for a moment and realize what the future of this planet and your race is going to be. Be hopeful that your grandkids and great-grandkids will inherit something so far beyond and so beautiful that we can only barely begin to imagine it.
Guys, you have no idea how close we are. This just came out. This is one of the top transhumanists talking to the CEO of the top AI robotics company right now, Figure. Go look up Figure Robotics, look at the stuff that they're doing, and then listen to what the CEO says. He says they're building a body for AGI. This is the beast from Revelation 13. They're saying the quiet part out loud. This is crazy, guys. Jesus is coming soon. I hope you're ready.
We need to figure out a way to give like AGI a body here. I think it's like a really negative or like almost like dystopian future if we figure out how to solve AGI and it lives in a server somewhere and it's like, you know, more intelligent than all of human, like everybody. And ultimately, if it wants to do something in the physical world, it'll have to ask or boss a human to do it. And the humanoid robot is like the ultimate deployment vector for AGI. It's you can't solve this with anything else besides a human, like a mechanical human.
Okay, that just happened.
Success. The wildest parties in LA with him when he was out. That he had a driver that was dropping people off. When they dropped them off, they were dropping on people's front door and they was bleeding from the booty. I can't make this shit up. Everybody that dropped off from them parties, they were bleeding from the booty. And they were dropping them off drunk and high.
Who party?
Who party? You think? Who we talking about? I swear to God, my mama.
Who, whacking Blueface?
Blueface. That's Blueface. He throw big ass parties at Whack 100 House. I swear to God, mama, I can't make this shit up, gang. You laughing? This shit ain't funny, gang. I swear to God, my mama.
Look, I've been trying to tell everybody that the whole industry was cave touchers years ago.
Yeah, that's going.
When it wasn't no internet, it was a slave owner tattooed on his face.
Yeah.
To me, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about Blueface, gang. I don't want to talk about that.
He got a slave owner tattooed on his face, man.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Blue.
I think they might be lizard people.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is it looks like he has a YSL tattoo on his forehead.
Oh, he a snitch. He finna be a snitch. He finna snitch.
Ah, look at that. It's KFC, huh?
KFC means kikiam, fish ball, chicken ball.
Is this you?
Yes. I am the CEO. Look at the dress.
How many years you work at KFC?
5 years. I'm not working. I am the CEO.
This is the CEO of KFC right here.
Yes. In the morning, I am the street vendor, but at night, I am the street gang. I am the top dog of Tundor Vigilante Groups. Yeah. Sir.
About the dog, man. What do you want to know? Just, kind of what is it? It's flesh and blood, I know that. Right? More of them than you realize around. A lot of people think that they're mean, which I'm not saying some of them aren't, but they had many opportunities to take me out and hurt me, and they never did. So you've seen one? I've seen several. Check out the hands. We were fortunate, or misfortunate, whatever you want to call it. There's a certain campground not too far from here where they're just prolific down there. And we stumbled upon it. We stuck a camera out one night, a video camera, just to record audio, because we kept hearing the grass man.
Dogman.mp3.
But when you hear that, oh my God, it is just instantly, just the fear, your heart starts beating.
Yeah.
And you get up in there in the woods about 3 in the morning, and you start seeing their silhouettes go between the trees, and you hear them growling. You see he's in motion. That one is terrifying.
What the hell? So I'm digging this grave, right? I just pulled up the last 2 pieces of grass. And look at this. No freaking way. And there's a photo in there. Dang, man, that is crazy as hell. Look at that nasty goo falling out of there. Ugh, stinks too. Holy smokes.
What's that supposed to be?
Somebody came and buried this shit. Oh my gosh. You see the sick things people do? This was in somebody's grave that we're digging right now. I pulled that up with the last 2 pieces of grass. Unbelievable. Disgusting. Man, that is creepy as hell. Hi-ya.
Hey ladies, are you wearing the lipstick or is the lipstick wearing you? Have you guys seen what lipstick looks like under a microscope? Mind you, this is a brand new lipstick, y'all, brand new. Now check this out, cause this just gets interesting. Look at this. What is this, y'all? What? And lately I've said I haven't been seeing worms in the ground like we used to, like we were children. And I know why. Because they're literally in everything else. They're in the food, the makeup. They live in some of our pets. People got them within them as well. Like, we're fully infested with these parasites, y'all. And he's going to further prove this after he smears this down, okay? And he puts it on the clamp, and he's going to switch the magnification on the microscope, and then he's going to lift it up, and then he's going to show us, put an eye in the, and there it goes, right here, over here.
It's nasty.
Oh my goodness. So ladies, are you wearing the lipstick, or is the lipstick wearing you? I'm confused here. Why is there more parasites than pink? And why does the pink have all this bacteria around it? Is that why our mothers would be like, they're gonna wash our mouth out with soap because they knew that parasites live in there? Oh my goodness. It's literally a playground for them, y'all. So ladies, what do you guys think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. Peace in.
Oh, hell no.
What color was kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
Yeah, when you was in kindergarten or pre-K, what color was it?
Ooh.
It was every color.
Yeah, I was gonna say rainbow.
Okay, now when you went to 1st to 2nd grade, what color was it?
I don't know.
It was bland. Yeah. It was that color. Yeah, it was just
like jail.
Exactly. Then when you went to high school, what color was it?
Like jail.
Yeah. Okay, then when you went to work, what color was the wall?
Yeah.
It's waning you off the frequency. When you a kid, you vibrant, you running around, and then the first thing they do is they say, wane them off the frequency. Make the walls tan, make everything tan, make it boring. Sit down, don't move. They just get you right out to spirituality. And then the next time that you do get introduced to a colorful environment, guess where you at? You in a club. If the club was this color, nobody would go. But since it's black and it's universal light, aka from red to purple, it feel like you in the universe. It feel like you in the universe. So this is why people like the club. It's called colorology. Even hunger. Hunger is triggered by the color red, yellow, and orange. What color is Wendy's? What color is Chick-fil-A, McDonald's? Every highly successful fast food franchise, I guarantee you, if they not all red, orange, and yellow, they have either one of them colors at a high value. So this is people who literally socially engineer the world.
This designer makes clothes to hide in.
Remy Rossier is a student designer who designs characters with his garments. Inspired by the shapes of the Swiss Alps, his garments are cocoons for personal metamorphosis, comfortable hiding places for self-actualization. From the surfaces to the cement block boots is the struggle between expression and discretion. As a kid, I used to put my hoodies over my knees and tuck myself into the hood to self-soothe, so his work really speaks to me. Check him out, it's super unique.
Give money by the end of the week. You think you're sick ignoring my phone calls as if I don't know where you live? I want my money by Friday!
You're the biggest DK.
Then you do this. You watch. You wait for the green light and the tin.
Suck on! Suck on!
All demons are pure energy, negative energy. And so energy is always morphing, moving, flowing. And so the reptile demon that was walking down this sidewalk in this video was attracting negative energy and leaving negative energy behind because it is negative energy to begin with. Earth is a low vibrational planet. This is why demons are able to roam around Earth with no problem.
Have you had COVID?
No.
Lucky man.
Not lucky man. T-cell man. I have a T-cell in my body that protects me from the nuclear capsid.
Where do I get one?
That trial was held up by the FDA and by Collins and Fauci.
Well, you never got COVID because your protector cells were so strong?
Not only a protector cells. If I do get COVID, the virus clears. You want to clear the virus.
Get the hell out of my body.
Get it.
Anybody know what's going on with the ground lately? Like,
But you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator at NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
This is when I had a sit-down interview with him, and I showed him the footage, which he helped photograph. The fake footage of being halfway to the moon. He says, "How did you get this? I'm going to become a famous person for having discovered this. What an ego I must have. So how could I become famous if I'm wrong?" And then he says that he was just a passenger, that him and Neil Armstrong were only passengers. I need to talk to the administrator of NASA. Well, I thought they were pilots piloting the vehicle. So all he did was orbit for 8 days. That's why he was a passenger. So he basically admitted twice that I was correct. And when he realized that, he threatened to sue me if I showed those remarks to anybody.
If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
Religious. Are you religious? Do you believe in something? Anything?
Yeah, believe in me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't believe in anything else? In God, or as in, like, is there something like that?
Well, you can separate God from religion, which is what I do. I believe in God. I believe in me. Same person.
Do you believe that the spiritual world is the base reality or this world?
Let me tell you something, right? The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, but it's not. It's really 5,026 years old because that's when, like, sin entered the world, right? So we live in a parallel universe, right? But the one you live in only been around 5,000 and something years. You like a fallen god. That a lot of people don't know. So they kind of like stole 4,000 years from you, and they kind of like putting everything out a little bit at a time. That's why they like changed everything and like changed and cut off all the faces and all the noses and stuff. They was like changing history. They like stole like 4,000 years. That's what I'm on.
For kids that are the next generation of farmers and ranchers and scientists and engineers.
Well, a Door Dasher took more than just a tip from one North Texas family after dropping off their order. DoorDash responded online saying they're working to get to the bottom of it. And as Matt Howerton shows us, the Flower Mound family is left wondering why.
I have some shopping to do in my future.
Brett Hooten has fewer outfit choices this week, and it's all because
a little bit of kind of befuddlement as to what?
A DoorDash driver went off menu.
Normally the laundry person comes and picks up our laundry from the front porch. This time though, the DoorDash person walked off with the laundry instead.
Yeah, this one, a head scratcher. Hooten ordered some coffee through DoorDash before his son's baseball game over the weekend. 3 bags of his family's dirty clothes outside, waiting to get picked up by a laundry service when his dasher showed up. We're blurring her face because she hasn't been charged with a crime yet. She drops off the drinks, takes a picture, but then takes 2 of the bags and then returns for the 3rd before driving away.
The laundry person called us asking where the laundry was. And so we went back and looked at the doorbell camera, and that's when we saw that the DoorDash person took it with her.
Brett filed the police report with Flower Mound PD and also let DoorDash know about what happened. He told us that they told him they can't get in contact with the driver any longer, that her phone doesn't work, and offered him a $10 credit.
That's what made it seem a little more suspicious when her number no longer works and she's not responding to DoorDash. It's just a little bit odd.
Hooten figures there was more than $1,000 worth of clothes in the bags and is filing this video under bizarre and unexpected.
Please, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm actually scared shitless.
That's a lot of eyes.
Cows, please don't. Look at my hand. My hands are broken. Brothers. Hello? Holy
What?
What? Oh.
Check this shit out. The sun is over here. Look at these. What the is that?
Its target is located somewhere in the Middle East, as the language spoken by individuals seem to be Arabic. The target is hidden underground. It has something to do with ceremony, memory, and the resurrection.
What?
There is an aspect of spirituality, lessons, and historical knowledge far beyond what we know. The target is protected by entities.
What?
This container cannot be opened until the time is deemed correct. Individuals opening the container by prying or striking are destroyed by the container's protectors through the use of a power unknown to us. That is a CIA document.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, dude. Entities?
It's protected by entities.
You're saying that this person acquired this knowledge through using one of those, like basically like beaming of a visual?
Psychoenergetics is what it's called. Remote viewing, the ability to describe remote areas, ability to influence physical or biological systems via undefined physical mechanisms.
It's Stranger Things for real.
That's insane.
I hate that. But these were actual programs the CIA was running. It's not like
for years
they learned about it and they're just putting it in there for archive purposes. Like they were doing this. They were the ones running it.
The conspiracy is that the CIA went and apprehended the Ark of the Covenant.
That's a crazy story, dude.
Forces and protecting the population and minimizing civilian casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency.
Wow, that's blatant.
Casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency doctrine.
Adam 22, his name is Adam Graham Mason. His father, Adam Graham, his father was pardoned by the administration for committing illicit activities and crimes. His father is a master mason. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
These are facts. His podcast is a part of a program that is used to attack the youth. The goofy got loose. He got himself tricked off the street, bro. You feel me? Implicated Big U in murders and robberies. He put insurance on himself by going to go tell Adam 22 about all of these crimes. He put insurance on himself. He implicated the man in robberies, and the same crimes he implicated the man in that interview is in the paperwork. So I don't want to ever hear anything about these guys again. If you supporting that Whack 100 police show, you are a scumbag and you to the community, you poison to the community, because he said he worked for the FBI These guys is coming on here, getting people to entrap themselves, incriminate themselves online, and then you see the same cases in the paperwork. Blackboard Wire.
What?
Blackboard Wire, man. In the paperwork, it say 20 members of Rolling 60s ran down on somebody who was disrespecting Big U. That person was Whack 100. He had a wire on. Several people from No Drummer was calling trying to get my address. I never bid for none of the bait that they put out there. They are there to do exactly what they've been doing, and I want everybody to know something must be done. Man, they recording people's phone calls in 2 consenting states. FBI was at my mama's job the other day trying to say they want to ask me some questions, trying to find me to ask me some questions about these lines. This is not state. Like that Rico YSL and them had, that was state. This is federal. They don't come unless they know they got you. That situation at No Jumper when they beat up the 2 dudes.
Yeah.
I
remember that. I remember that.
That's in the indictment.
Oh, it's in there too?
That's in the indictment. Loose a convicted felon with a gun on camera. They're stripping 2 guys outside the building.
I saw this video that alleged that it was you involved in this crazy shootout. What was that situation?
You're not trying to self-snitch.
Maybe it might not have been you. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. I don't think it was me.
Okay. But that wasn't related to any of the cases that you caught? Well played. Okay. So... It's kind of hard to pick another question after that.
This is our warning, as scientists have dug up a world-ending supernatural violent creature coming out of hiding and being shown exactly as the biblical end-time scriptures describe. Scientists from Ireland were terrified after they uncovered evidence of what heavily appeared to be a small supernatural creature that didn't match any genetic material from Earth, with the scientists leaving a heavy warning that these creatures have been watching us for a while and we need to repent. Eerie reports of people like 2 brothers cleaning up near the area this was found, only to go home and both be found motionless in the kitchen the next morning. Even when archaeologists were digging this up, one of them reported choking for no reason and feeling 2 small hands on their neck. Haunting biblical scriptures like 1 Enoch 10 mention supernatural creatures like these will descend and cause end times, and it's all starting right now with nowhere to run. And it gets worse, with so many of these reports being told. The European Habitats Directive has recognized leprechauns as a species, but this is all just spec.
Works at a department store. While he was doing his rounds, he passed a mannequin that seems to be watching him. Let's watch.
Ah, it does look like it's watching him. I thought I saw eyes move. Y'all see that?
In this video, we have a group of people that's on top of a mountain. Someone decided to record everybody that was standing there taking a break. While recording, they caught something unexplained on video. Let's watch.
Braylon? Braylon? What's happening with your car?
Ooh. Hey, hon. Come here. Look.
No, I can't
During the day that there goes the Xbox too. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm not liking this. Oh, wow. Wait. I swear I can see. Ooh, stop it. I'm not liking that.
y'all. This what they be talking about when they be like New Orleans is below sea level. Y'all see how I'm pointing my camera straight out there and it look like the water is eye to eye with me? That is because I am below the water. I am below one strong gust of a wave. If the water feel like rising, all this whole strip is flooded, okay? This is what they mean by below sea level. We are eye to eye with the water, literally. That water right there. That water right there, okay?
This is what you look like after you come out of the crematorium. You're not ashes. After your bones cool off with this fan, your bones are taken to a grinder, which is over here, that grinds everything up. And then you're turned into that little powder that people call ashes.
Now Florida is on fire. Very weird, all these fires.
Bruh, I'm so hungry I could eat a damn dog.
A skunk.
Oh my god! Look, Jay, look at the camera.
Yeah, what the hell is
What
that?
is that?
If reptilians are real, they gotta stop going on camera, because they getting caught. What's up with his teeth, man?
They strapped a camera on a shark and look what it filmed in the sea. A mermaid in the sea.
at that.
Grandma has caught something quite terrifying in her granddaughter's room. Tori Mackenzie is begging for help online after capturing what she describes as a demon standing over her grandchild's bed. Miss Mackenzie set up a motion-activated camera at her son's house after complaints his 2-year-old daughter Amber was talking to something unseen in the middle of the night. The grandma checked her camera's app days later to find a bone-chilling image of a figure standing very close to her sleeping grandchildren with what she described as it having a horn on its head and long claws. The creature is captured standing awkwardly, looking upwards just before 3 a.m. Miss Mackenzie says when she tried to rid the house of the evil presence by burning oils, she claimed cabinets and curtains opened and closed and music began to play by itself. The grandmother insists the discovery has left her fearing for her grandchildren's lives and that the photo is real and could not be photoshopped because she does not have the technical know-how to change the image.
That's a little disconcerting. That thing is huge.
Oh.
Imagine trying to run away from that. No thanks, Jurassic Park.
Where'd the sea lion go? Why did they disperse?
Okay guys, we have to talk about the fact that there's a glitch in the Matrix and the label on my son's hat used to be right side up and now it's upside down with no explanation whatsoever. Do you have any stories like this? It's crazy.
Дождь идет в одном месте. Смотри. Видно, как льется. Смотри. Нигде дождя нет, а тут дождь. Видно? А тут хуярит дождь.
No, they're thinking inside of your skin, fool. What does the shirt say? God, take a look at this commercial. Really pay attention. Okay, you got the chicken. You got a sweater floating down. Then watch the people like in a cult or something. A big giant egg. They take the person to the water. Watch what happened, y'all. Now somebody explain to me, why on earth would they make a commercial showing them dipping a human into some water, turning them into chicken, KFC chicken? I don't really need the answer. I was just saying, I already know the answer. Do you? Let me know in the comments. This shit crazy, fool.
What is that? They gotta translate this video. What is this, like an artificial sun?
following video, two friends are goofing off inside an indoor playground at a time when no one else is around.
Shot me 3 times. You're good. Where'd you go?
It's late at night, and the restaurant where the kids' play area is located isn't being occupied by children. So, with not much else to do, both friends rush over to the restaurant's playground to have some fun. However, it would be during this playful moment that something pretty creepy is caught on camera. The following is what they caught. Take a look.
Jesus. Okay, this is my POV. Enjoy. This is where I have to get up to. This is really hard. I feel too big to do this. Do you go outside and run his body? Yeah. Wait, where'd you go, left or right? I went left. Which way do I go? I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. Okay, she went that way. Freaky. Yours is brighter, mine's all dark. Okay. You guys, I can't do this. I feel like I keep bumping my head too. That's crazy. There's like actually. This is literally for human hamsters. Oh my god, someone bashed in this window. I feel like this is.
Neither friend had realized what was caught until much later, and the one recording this didn't hear anything while taking the video. The only voice heard was her friend's, who was somewhere far off in the jungle gym. The other voice was completely missed, but not by the camera's mic, as apparently a child's voice is captured.
Yours is brighter, mine's all dark.
It isn't clear as to what's being said or whispered, but it sounds like the babbling noise you'd hear from a young child. For this reason, viewers think that this might have been the ghost of a child who hasn't left the playground. If that's the case, then who knows what else happens at night when no one else is around. While it isn't exactly certain what was caught, both friends were creeped out by this clip. But unfortunately, like most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Casanet went to Playboy Cardi's Rolling Loud performance, and he found out just how demonic shit really get. If I was Kai in that situation, and I seen what I seen from one of Playboy Cardi mans, I'm walking off the set. I don't give a fuck about no VIP. You and everybody else there that was on that Rolling Loud set was welcomed into that ritual. They even had to stop the set midway through because they said 10 people passed out. Look, y'all. People still don't understand. So as you heard, 10 people had passed out in the crowd during his set. I do not know if anybody had passed away, but that's crazy, y'all. This is the dude I'm talking about, though. Look at this. Throw up. He praising him right in front of everybody's face. Watch Kai. I'm telling y'all, this is what his music is about. It looked like hell on stage. I don't know what to tell y'all. That is not hip hop. That's scream hop. That's emo music. And I'm kind of upset at Kai. If you can make that face with your eyes big like this, and you like, what the f is going on? Why would you still get on stage? You have the motion. You don't need that kind of motion. That shit turned that boy into an animal on stage. He ripped his tank top and everything, not knowing that that music is the reason why he was acting like that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and share.
Not everybody you meet is a human being. Watch this.
I don't know who's going to get this, but one day, me and my homie, we was in the car and we was just talking about being spiritual beings, right? And how on the other side of this 3D, like in the different dimensions, how we're beings of light, right? And I was telling him how I was able to discern like different people. I don't know how I'm able to do it, but I can just like I can just like see somebody and know that they're not a person. I don't know. But nonetheless, we were in the car, we were at the park, we was talking, right? And I was telling him how I can see, or I can tell when people aren't really like people. At this same exact time, there was this lady that was walking by, or she was walking towards, like, mind you, it's a park, so she was walking her dog. And as I'm telling him this, right, she comes and approaches the car, like she approaches the window. And she says, hey, what are you guys listening to? Mind you, we were listening to music, we were just chilling in the car. This older white lady, she doesn't, I don't know who she is, right? But I'm telling bruh at this same time that I'm able to see or able to recognize demons or people that are not human. And then she walks up to the car. We tell her, like, it was just a random song or whatever. And she says, oh, okay. And then she walks off and continues her walk down. I said, bruh, that was one of them. Legit. I said, bruh, that was one of them. And I kid you not, bruh, I felt like the tears in my eyes because I had no other explanation, but I knew that she knew that I knew.
Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. Stay weak.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Peace up and watch this video to the end. What in the world is this? This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. What is that? Do you see that eye? What in the world is that? What is it? I'm tired of this, guys. What is this? What is that? Huh? Did you see that eye? What was that? You got the answers? Can somebody please tell me what that is? Because I know everybody on TikTok got the answers. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what that was in that cave or that hole. That guy doesn't even know what it was. That's why I'm asking you, what is it? Shut up! I'm telling you, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Shut up! Don't say it. Just like there's a lot of things. You know what time is it, guys? Stay out of there. Stay on Earth. Stay on the ground where you belong. Because every time you want to go and experiment and see what's going on in other places, you're going to run into shit like that. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. You see what time is it? A lot of strange things. A lot of things that have been here before us. Or they just got here. But guess what? When they got here, you were sleeping. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game in these streets, guys. You know what's going on out there, so you better be careful.
Look closely to the background.
I'm about to watch Planet of the Apes, specifically the newest one.
That's the fourth one, right?
Yes, that is the fourth one. I'm super excited about it, and look at that guy. You see that guy?
He's frozen.
Yeah. What's wrong with him?
Oh.
I told you before. Are you kidding me right now?
María vivió esto una vez menos. Eso se lleva todo.
Y ahí le una bronca, y ahí la nariz se me perdieron porque estaban por fuera y yo la encontraba.
Que los muchachos me estaban llamando a la escuela, que si no había peligro para acá, que la escuela todo el mundo asombrado con eso.
That would be sad if that's true.
This is an actual black pyramid alien-built structure on this asteroid. Now, I got this from the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and it was in 2014, and it got in the news and everything. I messaged the company, and they refused to answer me about it, but this is legit. Within a few days, they took this video down. You judge for yourself. Look at the pyramid, look top and bottom. Is it real or is it your imagination?
I've heard about how they scanned under the pyramids and they've apparently found like coils underneath. I just found something that might be just as crazy, if not crazier than that. This is an 1863 Cassell Publishing House Bible, and I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, is that 4 pyramids? You could easily miss this, but look, there's a 4th one behind it. So I just looked it up, and there are several explorers that were labeled crazy, unqualified, all of the typical stuff by fact checkers that wrote about and drew a fourth black pyramid in the exact same orientation as the Bible shows.
15 million DNA samples up for grabs, and no one is talking about it. 23andMe, the company that you literally mail your spit to, just filed for bankruptcy, and they're looking for a new owner to buy them out. This is the same company that gives you information about your ancestry, your health risks, and they say they'll use your DNA for research. But here's the creepy part. A company like this, their value is basically dependent on their genetic profile. And they have 15 million of them. So the new owner, whoever it is going to have access to all of this. I always thought companies like this were sketchy, especially this one, because in October of 2023, they had a massive data leak. So a lot of the information and locations of people were leaked. And since that leak, they lost 95% of their market cap. Anyway, California Attorney General is urging everyone to go and delete their data, and you have the legal right to request your DNA sample to be destroyed. So just be safe out there.
Ask AI, what does the universe truly look like? And they wanted a picture. And this is what they gave them. Now hold on real quick. I zoomed in on this. Now I want y'all to peep this. This is like a different realm right here, right? And then you have a realm right here. Peep this though. This is supposed to be all of the different like star systems or whatever. But you know what I noticed in this, y'all? How there's boundaries. And how there's a flat plane right there. You can see that, right? Now you know they be trying to tell us, bro. That's what AI is meant to do. Artificial intelligence. They're telling us that there are beings on the outside of this skirt that's looking inside, bro. Look, you can even see that there's cities and everything on the outside. And then if you look at the picture different, it's looking inwards. It's not a circle, like it's they're looking inwards, yo. I've been trying to tell y'all. Wake up!
The family dog perks up as a bright light flashes and what looks like a pale little face seems to peek out of the door. Then a shadowy figure about the size of a child seems to be standing in the hallway before disappearing, just as the little pale face peeks out of the door again. Brandis and her husband Sky have never posted or even experienced anything paranormal, and they say they have no idea what this could be.
The official disappearing of the moon will happen in February. You know David Copperfield?
Famous magician? Yeah.
Magician.
Yeah.
Legend.
Well, he's back on the scene. He says his next trick will be to make the moon disappear.
Don't do that.
So he was interviewed, and he says, yes, it's taken me 30 years to figure it out. And then he goes on to say, it's for the Save the Children Foundation. And his quote was, if one man can make the moon disappear from the sky, imagine what we can do to make hunger, poverty, and danger go away for children.
It's like Zoolander versus the magician. If I can make the moon disappear, that's not going to help anything.
He's been testing it for the past few months, and people have reported the moon disappearing.
Uh-oh.
I've seen multiple TikToks that are like, they're a Starfinder out, and they're like, and the moon's supposed to be right there, and there's no moon. And he's asked, if any one of you sees something strange in the sky, please report it to me, because I want to figure out if the tests are going too early.
So everyone's going to be able to see it?
Not even knowing this is happening.
Yeah.
People are like, where's the moon?
We are literally in a Truman Show.
Remember we were talking about the conspiracy around the hurricane stuff?
Yep. Yes.
Literally after we stopped filming it, I saw like 10 or so posts talking about this area in North Carolina.
Okay.
That is one of the world's largest deposits of lithium.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
And it's in a residential zone.
Yeah, you can't mine it.
And they've gone to these people supposedly and said, we'd like to purchase your land. And they all refused.
Are you kidding me?
And now that exact same spot is
wiped out.
This is Maui all over again.
They said the amount of lithium there is like upwards of like $5 trillion plus.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Like, I mean, it's lithium rich in this area that was wiped out.
And so now we have to keep an eye on that area because what the flip are they going to do there, dude?
Yeah.
People won't be able to afford to rebuild, and so they'll be looking for a bailout. So if someone can come in and cover like the remaining mortgage, families will go somewhere else and start over, leaving the land behind.
Last episode, I said that this hasn't happened, was 100 years ago? Correction. Last time this happened in the North Carolina region, 1,000 years ago.
South Korea's iconic temple, which is over 1,000 years old, has just been destroyed by one of the worst wildfires the region has seen in years. For perspective, that temple is more than 4 times the age of America. The country. South Korea declared a state of emergency after the wildfires have already burnt an area equivalent to 4,600 football fields. And 16 new wildfires broke out nationwide on Friday alone. 100 helicopters and 9,000 personnel are being deployed to battle the flames, while thousands are being evacuated and 4 have lost their lives. But of course, as the situation develops, I'll keep you guys up.
Freaking me out, like I have so much anxiety. This weekend I'm actually gonna go stay at my parents' house, so they've been really nice enough to like let me stay there. And
what the shit? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Freaking me out, like I have so much anxiety. This weekend I'm actually gonna go stay at my parents' house, so they've been really nice enough to like let me stay.
Deadly rotting body parts with deadly diseases are being found in Arizona tea cans, being served globally, and the FDA will not do anything about this. People were terrified after a viral video showed one person drinking an Arizona tea can and they started vomiting after tasting something spicy. And when they dumped the can out, what seemed to be the backside of an eyeball started to emerge. And this was not an isolated incident, as hundreds of haunting videos showed what appeared to be fleshy, mucousy things pulled out, with some being as large as the palm of someone's hand, resembling several internal body parts. Experts report if you drink something with rotting flesh inside, you could develop as much as anthrax or a flesh-eating virus. Other theories that are more likely suggest Arizona tea cans, when sat there too long, the flavoring and tea leaves can separate, turning into this. And if this bothers you or tastes weird, just dump it out. What we are seeing as the mucus thing is just a mixture of the sugar and flavoring, and what appeared to be the front of the eyeball is just the can's tab and is not harmful.
Her name is Anna Victoria, and she was just making a get ready with me video when she captured something paranormal. Now, whatever this thing is it's fast. Look at her right side behind her shoulder by the pink box. The video has been slowed down so you can see it. Now, oddly enough, she thinks it's her cat. But you take a look at this and decide, is this maybe a cat? Or is this something others are stating is a duende, gnome, or even a house brownie? Whatever it is, definitely looks like a furry animal, but it also looks like it's on 2 legs. Take a look at this and tell me what you think.
It's something, but you can't really tell what it is. It kind of does look like it's on 2 legs, though.
This will get a lot crazier in 1 second, but first, what in the world are we seeing right here? I like how in 2025, and even a few past years, everything is blatantly in the open for all to see. By the way, this video is entertainment for satire, but right in our face. And we don't think they're using the technology to do something not related to this. And this part's even worse, and I'll tell you why, but in this country right here, they have literal robots, powered by AI, literally building cars without fault, without error. So let me ask you this, if they can build cars, what else can they do? Everything. Do you really believe that your job is going to be secured in 10 years when they're selling robots just like this for what, 10 grand? Say you get paid 60 grand. They could replace you with 6 of you that would never make an error. And you would not be able to find work. You would own nothing. And you would also be happy watching things like this on TV. Everybody you know will be affected. You better find some kind of work or job or side job where you work for yourself and they can't do it better than you. In 2025, nothing is real.
Most of this video claims that he has finally solved the mystery of Egyptian pyramid building and the mystery of Edward Leeds Calnan. But who is Edward Leeds Calnan? It is believed that this man learned the secret of pyramid building back in the last century. Having a height of 1 meter 50 centimeters and weighing 55 kilograms, he single-handedly moved coral blocks weighing up to 40 tons and built with his own hands the famous Coral Castle in Florida. The man built it at night behind a high fence, but people who were able to spy on him claimed that they saw the giant blocks just floating in the air. And this is a video of our time. It shows giant blocks levitating from sound waves, and you can lift any rock. Scientists suggest that most likely the creators of the ancient pyramids had special tools that allowed, with the help of sound, to lift giant blocks. For example, as on this video where the guy with the help of sound vibration from the pipe raises a piece of metal. By the way, do you think people could have built the pyramids 5,000 years ago? Or were they built before us by a past advanced civilization?
Yo, that person is crazy. What if that bear wanna challenge you? You're done. We're gonna be doing this. I want to suggest you do it.
Y'all, look at the color. It's the same exact color popping up in every single storm around the United States for months now. And it has a lot to do with frequency and the way you're feeling. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Quick recap. These strange colors have been appearing in the sky with strange noises. And no, it's not Transformers. It's been recorded in fields multiple times the past month. These sounds and these lights are popping up in all storms, all due to frequency. And how do we know that? Because the geomagnetic storms and the aurora that we keep seeing in the northeast United States. And also, that's why you feel like crap too. Now, if you weren't born yesterday or just downright ignorant, you would know that this right here is not normal. And I'm mainly talking about the fact that states above North Carolina can literally see the aurora tonight. And the Schumann frequency is even more evidence of this fact matching what's happening with the sun, which is why you either feel really good or really bad. But are all these frequencies natural? Of course it is! And completely unrelated, what happens in Alaska happens everywhere. And with the frequency going on all around us, I wonder if it's making certain things worse. The weather chasers notice something weird going on. And to top it off, people are saying they see dragons come out the sun? Seems spiritual, like demons and smoke. What do y'all think?
Let me tell y'all a true story, be someone watch this video to the end. Come on, Steph Curry. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Look at this. I'm done. Really? You believe that? Shut up! You know what that reminds me of? You know, when you go to your fridge, you're trying to put something in your fridge, but it won't stay up unless you put that on the fridge. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and Steph Curry is an amazing basketball player, and he's almost like the greatest of all time. Shut up! Now ask yourself this. Why wasn't Jordan doing that back in the days? Larry Bird, Will Chamberlain, Kobe, you know, all the greats. But now all of a sudden, Steph Curry could do it. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what time it is. What you thought? Whatever you thought, stop thinking it. Yeah, I know. You don't want to face it. Right now, you would say, he does it all the time. He practices. Of course, the zombies will say that. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game in these streets, guys, and you know what time it is. But I tell you one thing. If I ever go to that same basketball court, and I take the ball, and I throw it, and I miss it, we all know what time is it.
We have an interesting video. This time it's coming out of Mississippi. This was captured during a live broadcast of a tornado watch. And what it appears to be is a massive, unidentified object moving through the sky. Again, this is during a live tornado watch. So the question remains, what was it?
Does anybody know Brandon or Corey are out there?
Did you see that?
Yeah. Bro. Come on, Max. You see that? They found it. Look at that. Look at that. Does anybody know Brandon or Corey are out there?
Did you see that?
Yeah. Bro. Come on, Max. You see that? They found it. Look at that. Look at that.
That anxious or that quick moving that was going on the other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, he's completely alive. He was trying to get away. He was.
Gosh, does anybody else remember that clip? It was harrowing. Well, how can you forget it? It was Anne Hesh after her crash, which ultimately took her life. Suddenly sitting bolt upright, unzipping herself from a body bag and looking very much alive. Then we were told a few minutes later she'd passed away. It was all very strange, very odd. There's a lot of conspiracy theories around it. Also, considering she used to be the ex-partner of Ellen DeGeneres, who she talked quite openly about and was quite critical of. Now, with the P. Diddy trial coming up very soon, in May in fact, we're going to find out a lot of things, I believe, about many celebrities and the people that were connected to Diddy. Now, Ellen was a big friend of Diddy's. She moved abroad quite quickly, claiming it was because she didn't agree with Donald Trump and his policies. But is that the real reason? She moved to the Cotswolds, so she's over here in my country. She's dyed her hair brown. Her trademark blonde bob has gone. She's now in disguise. So what do we think actually really happened to Anne? Was she silenced, as a lot of people say, because she knew too much? She was making a documentary, actually, about child trafficking as well, which was due to be released, and obviously that never happened. So yeah, conspiracy theorists, I'm not usually with you guys, but there's a lot to unpick in this story. Get in my comments and tell me what you think about it.
Something straight out of a horror movie. Listen to this. A Kansas sheriff's office says a child told the babysitter there was a monster under the bed. When she tried to show the kid that there was nothing wrong, she ended up face to face with a man hiding underneath the bed. The babysitter and the man then got into some sort of an altercation, and he got away. Police identified the suspect, though, as somebody who used to live at that house. He'd been ordered to stay away from the property. Deputies later captured him, now being held on a $500,000.
Oh, man. Kid got thrown.
Oh yeah, dude. Has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, the snake. Oh, my God. Come on, you think this is real? I don't think so. But who knows, right? What? Girl, those pyramids. Where's that at?
But you never seen that before.
I haven't. Is this something new? It's like a water faucet. Does the tree generate that much water?
Hey, you guys like my dinky ass elevator? Every time I fucking get in this, watch this. Oh boy, here we go. It's kind of scary actually. It fucking like drops me, and then it really like hits the bottom.
This is the moment a cuttlefish was captured using complex illusions to mesmerize its prey before striking. Researchers at the University of Bristol discovered broad-club cuttlefish can disguise hunting maneuvers that prey recognize by shimmering dark stripes downwards across their head and arms. It's thought the rapid movement overwhelms the tiny prey, causing it to miss the looming danger. The study's lead author, Dr. Matteo Santon, said, "Watching this cuttlefish hunting with the passing stripe display is like being mesmerized by the tricks of a skilled illusionist."
So a dark ominous figure is captured on camera standing on a balcony in the darkness in a mosque. If you pay close attention, you'll actually notice that the figure's clothes are eerily similar to pre-Islam attire, so this figure could very well be a jinn. Although they don't like to appear, they still do so by shape-shifting into many forms. It's extremely rare to see a full-bodied apparition of a jinn, so this really could be a first. Watch this.
Kita ni tengah ngaji ni weh. Lagu Herwan sekitaran masjid. Apa ni weh? Apa ni weh? Weh, apa ni weh?
I might want to see that at night.
Eh, sumpah weh. Boleh wah. Bani weh. Apa ni weh? Weh, apa ni weh? Weh, ni.
Follow me for your dose of nightmare fuel.
It literally looks like hell just opened up in Malaysia today. This morning, apparently a gas pipeline exploded and caused a massive fiery mushroom cloud stretching 20 stories high. And this thing burnt for several hours. The blast left a huge crater and injured 145 people, including children. 67 people are being treated at hospital, mostly for second and third degree burns, but luckily no one was killed. They said that restoring the area affected could take a full year.
What the fuck?
Because of these videos, every time I go outside at night, I'm looking up in the sky, trying to get a glimpse.
Family, captured by a specialized team tasked with monitoring a classified forest area, likely kept secret to protect the creature's habitat. In the footage, 3 figures are seen walking in a line. The first, presumed to be the father. The last, the mother, and a smaller figure in the middle, thought to be the child. Skeptics argue that the figures could be a group of monkeys, citing the video's low resolution. However, what sets this sighting apart is the way the figures move. Their strides are distinctly human-like, unlike the gait of any monkey. Additionally, the figures exhibit classic Sasquatch features, such as dome-shaped heads and broad shoulders. Despite the blurry footage, many viewers are captivated by the possibility that it captures a Bigfoot family in their natural environment. Seeing an entire family is particularly rare, as most sightings report only a single creature. Whether real or not, this video has sparked significant intrigue.
Now, if you're looking at the screen saying, damn, that's scary looking, well, you ain't seen nothing, because I'm about to show you the scariest video you ever seen in your goddamn life. Roll the footage. Now, I know what you're going to say. It's AI. Computer-generated images. But what if it ain't? Then what? What is the rebuttal for what if it ain't? What if by some strange event we have torn the fabric separating the dimensions, and now we are able to see them and they are able to see us?
That would be crazy.
See, the people that love to say project, you know, are the ones who just want to sit back and have an excuse handed to them. They believed everything they've been programmed to believe. This ain't for y'all. This is for the awakened. This is for the tapped in. This is for the ones who know.
4 deputies, all 4 from Harris County, Texas, gone within 6 weeks, and they're putting a big S word on it. I don't know, y'all. Something about this is not right at all. I get it. Stress is real. Mental health is real. I'm not dismissing that. I'm just saying, all 4 of these people, same county, same office, all gone within 6 weeks from unaliving themselves? Something is not adding up, y'all. It gotta be something hidden deeper behind the scenes. Were they about to speak on something? Or were they involved on something that was about to get brought to the light? Like, what the hell is going on? The thing I don't like is how fast they swept this shit under the rug. They just like, oh yeah, they all 4 of them unalived themselves, and that's the end of the case. But I'm telling y'all, when you see patterns like this, it's not just a coincidence. Somebody knows something or somebody saw something. I feel like they cleaning house. Something went down in Harris County that they probably knew about and they didn't want to come to light. So these people might have had some answers. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments.
nightmare fuel.
Can I talk about something scary real quick?
Please.
The Senate was issued satellite phones, or said in preparation of a disruptive event, man-made or natural disaster.
No!
Why?
But get this.
What's coming?
I'm fine with being scary. Just don't be vague.
Did you hear about that train that went missing?
In America?
Yeah. Contained 60,000 pounds of explosives. But the same week, the FDA released a commercial that was basically warning people of fake news. And the whole fake news was like someone tweeting like, heads up, everyone, we're about to have a blackout of the internet.
So specific.
Be prepared. And it showed it like going viral and like people are getting scared and like, don't be persuaded by fake news. And it says, use our website to like have all the real news. To stay aware of misinformation.
What is the Food and Drug Administration doing?
That's what I was wondering.
Strange.
Where
people say broccoli is good for you.
And
fake
listen,
news.
Hey.
Fake news. It came out by the FDA. Hey, that's where the pirates are going to come out.
No pirates.
Friends, you're not going to believe what you're about to see. Yes.
He didn't
that's
notice
right.
that?
You just saw a cow abduction. This is an incredible piece of footage. And it looks like right here you can see something like a tornado, like a vortex that just swirls and encompasses that cow, pulling it upward. And as it reaches the top of the frame, it balls itself up. It's so crazy. I used a filter and you could see the beam even more clearly. I think the vortex shows a little better on the original video. You can see it coming down like a really, really faint tornado. But in this filtered video, you can see the difference in color. And that's probably similar to what you would see on a heat camera. You can see that color variation in that beam of light that is beaming this cow up. I don't know what to tell you about that, friends. What do you think? Could this crazy cow abduction footage be real?
Heard of the Antikythera mechanism?
No.
So listen to this. In 1901, there was these divers off the coast of Greece, and they found this box with ancient Greek items, all the stuff that came from ancient Greece. And they pulled out, it was just like this giant rusted block, and it had mechanisms. The gears that were in this thing, they did not have that technology yet.
Oh no.
They started doing more research on this thing. They realized it was way more complex than they thought. They brought this 3D x-ray machine to the museum that it was held at. They examined it, and there was a user manual guide in it. It was written in ancient Greek, and it was basically supposed to be a automated dial system. You could wind it up to 10 years and know exactly where the sun is going to be, where the moon's going to be. They could predict when there was going to be a solar eclipse. Arthur C. Clarke, who's the author of Space Odyssey, he said, if the ancient Greeks knew of the capabilities of technology they created, they could have gone to the moon in 300 years. And now we would be exploring the stars.
I'm about to show y'all what a real light ship looks like, y'all, okay? You're about to understand why they changed the name from UFOs to UAPs. See, I believe the UFOs were their reverse engineered, technology spaceship. But this right here is the real deal. And I believe there's two of them because you're going to see for yourself, okay? But this was recorded in Taiwan, y'all. Taiwan is seeing a lot of actions right now because there's a lot going on in the sky. I went to go look at Taiwan, the skies of Taiwan, and I was surprised by what I seen. But check this out. So now take a look at these things that are popping out of the clouds. You're going to look at these and tell me these are UFOs? No, these don't even look like the modern day UFOs. Those literally are light beings, light spheres. Do you guys see that? Look at the way the camera is just catching on to those colors. Barely can see that. This is all happening in Thailand, y'all. And then, like I said, I think there's two of them because there's one over there as well. But you can clearly see this one over there. And just looking at the sun, man, it literally looks like that. It looks like the sun just trying to come out through the clouds. Look at the sun today, y'all. Very interesting times we live in. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it.
That thing is moving. Looks like it's hopping around. It looked like a monkey at the end.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be so boom, watch this video to the end. They come outside at night. This video's for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Ain't shit up there. Ain't shit up there.
What was that moving in the shadow? Just stay home. Come on.
Fuck is that?
What is it? Shh. Shut up.
Alright.
Get ready.
Hey, I'm black. Get the fuck up out of here.
Get up out of here. What was that? It kept moving back and forth. A black shadow. You know what that was? Do you really want me to say it? Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and that wasn't nothing. That was just branches being blown back and forth and making that shadow on the floor go back and forth. Shh. Shut up! You like going outside at nighttime? Let me tell you, son, if you want to take your jogs, you better do that during the day. Because at nighttime, gets real. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game in these streets, guys. You know what time is it? You heard what that guy said? If you get up out of there. Because you see the horror movies. We don't stay around much longer. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys, and you know what time it is. But I tell you one thing. If I'm ever outside, sitting or standing somewhere, and I see shadows going back and forth, and ain't nobody going back and forth and nothing's in the way. All right, guys, it's time for me to go home. I'll see you later.
Have you guys seen that in Spain, over 1 million fish are dead on the beach? All of the fish are dead. They're trying to escape because something is coming after them. We don't know what it is, but apparently it could be the, Leviathan. But you guys, these fish are all dead. Yeah.
It's a figure. Pale, gangly, and hunched over. Slowly sidestepping across his driveway. And Doug and his wife are baffled.
You see his face clearly. Right there.
It looks like his legs are bent backwards, or his joints are backwards almost. It's definitely not human. You can tell he doesn't walk like a human does, for sure.
So this is fascinating. Apparently, some guy on Reddit posted a picture of an MRI scan of his brain. And yeah, he found out that a large piece of his brain is missing. And yeah, this guy is able to function, for the most part, he's okay. So then other people responded, all these people are also missing huge pieces of their brain. I have this one found out last year. I was told I'm missing part of my brain. And yeah, you could see, man, the entire left side is missing. Is this like way more common than we thought? I mean, there's just tons of people out there with huge pieces of their brain missing. What's going on here? What do y'all think about this? Let me know.
We also found something to this day. There's not one scientist that can figure it out.
Really?
We think it's a wormhole.
What?
Yes.
So you saw something go in it?
No, come out of it.
Oh, come out of it.
And not just one. Multiple things.
Whoa.
That opens and closes, and multiple objects coming out of it.
Crazy.
Yes. And also what we did to make it very scientific is we triangulated. But from 3 locations, we were capturing data.
That's crazy.
I know. And then we had radar validate the cameras exactly in that location, showing these objects come out of that hole.
1951, a man named William Albee invented a type of tire that could easily move on any surface. Even if these tires are installed on a truck weighing several thousand kilograms and driven over a person, that person would remain unharmed. This is because, due to the low-pressure tires, the vehicle's entire weight is distributed over a large area, so the person underneath the tire remains unharmed. These low-pressure tires are so remarkable that only a force of 2 kilograms is exerted at each point. They were primarily invented to move on soft and weak surfaces like snow, and they are also known today as Rologan tires. If you're not following Valergy, you're probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congratulations. You're growing every day.
I'm Josh Risling, I'm 18 years old, and this is my first werewolf transformation. How long have we got now?
10 seconds. Any last minute questions?
No.
Will deduce immediately that whatever physical processes went into producing that, there's a mind behind it. And yet, some of my colleagues can look at the DNA molecule with the word 3.4 billion letters long and say it was chance and the laws of nature. You know, I say to them, tell me the origin of what you do science with, your brain or your mind. And they say, well, the brain is the end product of a mindless, unguided process. And I smile at them and I say, and you trust it? Tell me honestly, if you knew that your computer that you're going to use tomorrow in your lab was the end product of an unguided, mindless process, would you trust it? And from every scientist I've asked that question, with hesitation, I've had the answer, no, I would not. And I said, I see you have a problem.
Have you guys heard about Omar Odavi? This is him on this chair. Scientists are trying to study his blood type and the metal content in his blood, because for whatever reason he attracts sea life. They don't know if it's mercury, because he does have a high mercury count in his blood, but whenever he gets close to the ocean, animals are automatically attracted to him. They don't know if it's the magnetic field, they don't know what it is, but you can see here they were trying to do a control group study where there was another guy that went on the beach in this chair and nothing came, and he sits and all these sharks come, and you can see that there's some stingrays in there. It's quite incredible. I wish that, part of me wishes that I had this ability, but it does come with its downside. He has really poor circulation to his hands and his feet, so he constantly has to have them warmed and have heat pads on them, and Everest is out of the question because they would freeze off right away, but quite cool.
Typing 444 will turn on TikTok's dark mode. Leave a note on a table before you leave the house. If you come back and it's gone, leave the house immediately and call the police. There is no name that starts with an S and ends with S. If you're ever in a falling elevator, lay flat on your back. Don't walk down the stairs with your hands in your pockets. CNN has had a pre-recorded broadcast from the 90s, which they will premiere during the end of the world. A mysterious unknown Russian radio station has been broadcasting a strange buzzing, punctuated by intermittent code words, since 1973. 23% of children under the age of 13 have experienced auditory illusions.
Are these things being exposed? Or are we being duped?
All strictly crossbreeding humans with dogs and cattle and
all that kind of stuff. And the stories of Nightmare Hall is true, and that's one of the levels. I think it's the 7th level, where they have all the experiments gone wrong, but for one reason or another, they don't want to kill them. So whoever goes down there, they hear the howling and screaming, and that's where all those terrible stories come from. When I met Cherry, she had seen the 7 black and white photos, but not the videotape. The security guard allowed her to make a pencil drawing of the 25 black and white photos, not all of them, but some. And she handed me 8.5 by 11 piece of paper with her pencil drawing of what was in those photos. And I think there were 6 pages. And those are the ones she asked me to copy in felt tip black, which I did, identical to what she had, and those I released as the Dosey papers, and they became the infamous Dosey papers.
It's a terrifying home invasion. A man with a flashlight enters a single mom's house and ends up caught on her security camera. And when she looked at the video, she knew who it was right away. Here's why.
It's terrifying. A man caught on security tape breaking into a home. What made this even more shocking is the identity of the intruder. It was 43-year-old Marie Columna's pastor. There he was in her kitchen, clearly identifiable.
You would never think a pastor would do anything bad to anyone.
When you follow any church, 49-year-old Sergio Guardia was a pastor at a mega church, the 24,000-member Thomas Road Baptist Church in Lynchburg, Virginia. Maria and her husband were very close with the pastor and his wife, as seen in this photo. What was Pastor Guardia like?
Very charismatic, extremely nice.
But after she divorced her husband, Marie says the pastor's behavior became increasingly odd.
He started just showing up to my house. My kids wouldn't be home. It'd be in the middle of the day. And he would just show up and bring me groceries. He did that a handful of times. Sometimes I would get home and he'd be right on my porch. So I couldn't even avoid him.
But nothing prepared her for this. Surveillance video, which was taken while she was away for the weekend with her 2 kids.
I just couldn't process that it was Sergio.
Lo and behold, he came back the next day.
I was watching the live feed of him entering my daughter's bedroom.
She called the cops, and you can see them with guns drawn. They even use a police dog in their search, but the pastor had already fled. Guardia was charged with burglary and stalking.
Guardia has been found guilty, and a senior pastor confirms he's no longer employed by the mega.
Wouldn't it be crazy if...
Why would he do that? That's just straight up creepy. I'm glad he got caught, though.
Cave dwellers were snatching Americans from national parks? There are over 1,600 Americans missing via mysterious circumstances who disappeared in national parks. If you look at the map above, all the colored dots, those are the missing people. If you look at the map below, that's the underground cave systems in America. Oftentimes, these people will disappear, like, basically while they're standing right beside their family, like young boys go behind a bush, they're gone. So many cases of this. Search dogs will come to abrupt halts, like at the foot of a cliff and stuff when they're searching for these people. And in the rare instances that they're found, it's often an impossible distance away from where they went missing in like strange places that make no sense. It seems impossible. Former police officer David Pelias has done multiple stories on this and projects. Check it out for a weekend rabbit hole. And let me know in the comments, is this underground cave people or Bigfoot?
Yo, we're straight up. Oh my God.
What?
Dangerous.
Why does it look like that?
Oh my God. It's zombies out of nowhere.
Are these from the fires?
Oh my God, right? Oh my God, Ash is getting my eyes. It's bad. Ow. Bro, guys, I literally caught a leprechaun. Did you guys... Bro, it's literally in there.
I wonder what's in there.
Nah, why I'm on this block right here, Mom? And nah, what's this? Hold up. The terrible things I want done to me is right here? Yo, I'm in here.
You want terrible things done to you?
No, this is crazy. Me and my wife got away for the weekend. Something told me to just do this for some reason. And at 10:30, somebody tried to come in our room. Call front desk, it says the engineer. You gotta follow your first mind. You gotta follow your first mind. I'm ready to go home now.
You always gotta follow your instincts.
Run.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
A pedestrian is out for his morning stroll. Suddenly, he spots an out-of-control car speeding right at him. In that split second, he jumps out of the way, avoiding being hit by mere inches. The runaway car smashes into a house in the San Francisco Bay Area. Talk about quick reflexes.
Oh my God. Hey, what are you doing, mister?
Hey, buddy.
Got away.
Hey. You be good. Don't jump on me. Don't jump on me. No.
No. Trying to play here, punk. Huh? No.
No.
What are you doing, huh? Get out of here.
Yo, that's crazy.
What are you doing? No. Don't bite my jeans. No way.
I got you. No.
This is so dangerous.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to sit on that spot.
Come on, boys. Good boy.
Man, he's turned off the game.
Oh wow.
So this is the Angel
You think that eagle would have lifted her?
Oak Tree here in South Carolina, Charleston to be exact. And this tree is over 400 years old. Look how massive this oak tree is, y'all. Look at God's work. This tree has seen a lot of things. Oh my God.
That looks creepy. I wouldn't be swimming next to that.
I thought they was lying when they said that the people are selling us fake bread. I really thought they was lying. But this bread is actually not freaking real. I balled it up and it opened right back up 3 times. I'm going to ball it up again for you all just so you can see that this is not real bread. Ball it up tight as I can. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. It's gonna open itself right back up. And I tried this with another piece of bread, a different brand, and it did not do it. This bread opened right back up like it was nothing. This is sad. This is scary. Barely can see the creases where I folded it. This is scary.
Take a look at the shoe. Look right here, y'all. You can't really tell, but I got another picture for y'all just on how dark and demonic this shit is. We all know Rick Owens is linked to being dark. They literally call this man the Lord of Darkness. Look at the picture. This is the picture they took for Converse, for the crossover, Rick Owens and Converse. Do y'all see it? Do I have to explain it? Look at the attention to detail, y'all. is right in your damn face. And the picture that I showed before this, that was literally how they took the picture, y'all. And this is a close-up. Look at the damn features. Look at this shit right here. You can't make this shit up. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. What the fuck happened to Jenna Ortega, y'all? This the same girl that played Wednesday? The same girl that was on a Beetlejuice movie? Y'all trying to tell me that's her? If so, that's crazy to me, y'all. She looked different. Am I tripping? Look at the picture, y'all. Look at her jawline. It is a little sharp set, but look at her jaw. Look at her eyebrows. Look at her whole head. Come on, y'all. That is night and day. Can't y'all see the difference? What, she got a whole makeover or some shit? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not crazy, but that don't look like Jenna Ortega to me, y'all. Look, I know people change. I know people grow up. I know they change their hairstyle, hair color, but her whole face is different. All I'm saying is, y'all know how Hollywood is. The crazy thing is, I'm not the only one that's saying this. It's numerous of people saying it. And she's been quiet. Quiet as of late. Like not a peep. And she's normally not that quiet. Y'all can call it glow up, grow up, all you want. I'm just saying, that ain't the Jenna Ortega I know.
The devil stole all the good producers. The devil stole all the good musicians, all the good artists, all the good designers, all the good business people.
Mr. Chase.
Protecting your kids from the indoctrination of the media, the thousands and thousands of images that are fed to children by the age of 6 or 7. And within those images, there are images mixed in that we don't know about as parents that are purposely mixed in to lower the kids' superpower and esteem so that they can be more susceptible to consumption and feel that they need to consume and become a part of the robotic numeric system that controls so much of it.
Yes, I did a bunch of movies. Yes. Did you wear a dress? No. Did you? No. Nah. That's Wanda. And for me, I think a lot of black men have done it out of wanting to get to the next.
Recently, a man shared a creepy video on his social media account. According to him, he was restless this particular night and couldn't sleep, so went out for a walk. While walking, he accidentally found a strange door. He decides to take out his phone to use his camera to zoom in on the figure, as he wasn't sure of what exactly he was looking at. Zoomed in, there seemed to be something that looked like a child. He uses both hands and feet to lean on the door and stare at the man. If you pay close attention, in the process of moving the head, its eyes seemed to be glowing white, and the man stopped to look for a while. Suddenly, there was a strange laugh which shocked him instantly, and then he turned around and ran away. He suspects that he had encountered a ghost that night. Watch this.
Jam berapa? Jam 12 nih. Kemana teh? Bita sendiri pa sunyi. Patule. Kamu lihat teh. Itu Tidak ada sih. Itu. Danus. Kamu ada sih tante. Jam berapa? Jam 12 nih. Kemana teh? Bita sendiri pa sunyi. Patule. Kamu lihat teh. Itu Tidak ada sih. Itu. Danus.
Follow me for your dose of nightmare fuel.
So these pictures on X are going viral, basically showing Anunnaki all over the world, with this post alone gaining thousands of replies talking about ancient technology and how it relates to these beings. Just for reference, this is an artistic depiction of Anunnaki in Sumerian history. These beings are insect or mantid-like aliens/demons. Now, really quick before I move on here, who do you think these people are that are worshiping them? Who do they look like in your eyes? Now here's what some may call the seven-headed beast. This also looks similar to a candelabra. This is actually depicting the all-seeing eye. This is basically the ruler of the hive that commands the Anunnaki. The reason this is called the all-seeing eye is because it can see from the perspective of all of the Anunnaki. Essentially, the entire hive feels from one body. And if this body was ended, then all others would be ended soon after. These beings now have dominance over the world that we live in, which is why this world is an evil world. Our realm is called Midgard, and they have got full dominance over it. The two groups of people that are battling it out all the time worship this. Also, the free people that build things, if you know what I mean, also worship this. In case you were wondering, this is why the world is F right now. So go check out those pinned videos, because I have some pinned videos on this channel and the other channel about these guys. So if you're interested in learning more, check out my pinned videos, and also go to the other channel, which is just Wig. In my pinned videos, I go into a lot of detail about these things and what their effects have been around the world. And even though you may think it's crazy, you might just wanna look at it anyway. For fun, right? Because that's what this video is. Ancient alien entertainment.
The following videos were captured by a woman with the handle name of Northwoods Off-Grid Girl, and they have gone viral. And many of you know what this monument is. It's known as Devil's Tower out of Wyoming. And there's already been tons of speculation over the years by hundreds of people in which they were claiming this is evidence of a petrified giant tree. But it's gone viral once again, and that's because of these two videos. And now people are claiming there's a door, a giant door in this monument. Looking at these videos, it does look like it, but that will have to be up to you to decide. Is there something more to this monument? Was it once a giant tree that was cut down by some unknown being and that has petrified into this mountain? And is there a doorway? Take a look at these videos. Comment below, tell me what you think.
It does look like a giant door. Looks could be deceiving though.
An unidentified animal was captured on Bell Island in Michigan. Now, the interesting part about all of this is this witness claims this isn't the only animal that's weird that people see around this island. They see tons of different odd-looking animals. Now this one, the internet is going crazy over. Some are saying it's a mix between a raccoon and possum, while others are claiming maybe it's just a raccoon with mange. I don't know. It's weird looking though. Take a look at this and let us know if you've seen odd animals around Bell Island yourself. Comment below.
Did you know there's been a very heavy symbolic sign of the end days right in front of us for months, and most people have not noticed it? And not only that, there's actually signs happening around us this week, last week, and last month. So let's go over the more obvious signs, the ridiculous big signs happening in front of us, and then we'll go to the sign that no one's really noticed. So I know I'm not the only person who remembers the two eclipses that made it X, especially the last one that was on April 8th. Obviously, it was big for many reasons, like the increased spiritual manifestations we've been seeing the last few months. You know, all the violence and the pew-pewing everywhere. But besides that, it's also very ironic that Devil's Comet was seen with it, wasn't it? What do you notice about where the X marks the spot? That's where we've been seeing these very crazy, once-in-a-lifetime significant storms that are quite literally tearing up everything. Well, this Madrid zone not only has what's been happening, but this week we have another once-in-a-lifetime storm dropping like 76 million gallons of water, always right there where the eclipse went. Although we're not going to get into the density and extortions of mass that happens with planetary movement. But this right here has been extremely noteworthy. I mean, even Helene passing right up beside it. Okay, now for the crazy part. This thing, this sign, this heavy symbology has been in the sky right above us for months. People want you to think this right here is normal. It's not. Up until the last few months, this right here is actually extremely rare that the crescent would sit at the bottom of the moon. And do you remember, I know I remember, when the outline, the background of the moon started showing randomly about a year ago. It never did that the other 30 years of my life. And even further, never was a crescent always on the bottom or top of the moon. Things like this being more common on the side, the bottom angle, but complete bottom, complete top, this is all very new. You can argue with me all you want, but I wasn't born yesterday. I've also been a sky watcher for over a decade. But did you know that all the ancient cultures in the world knew about this ominous event? And further, it signaled for a massive event coming. Don't tell me you're living under a rock, because it's all around you. Unfortunately, most people will completely miss every sign and everything because they don't want it to be their reality. They'll dismiss it until it's too late. It's time to start acknowledging the changes in our world so we can be prepared on where our soul goes forever.
From Iran, John, but still reporting what we are seeing cross per a scene.
What is going on?
It's a bridge. Just goes around the corner. Walking on the fighting side of me.
That don't look like it.
It don't. It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
Wow.
He's about 14 years old. He doesn't like the cold as much as the tigers, do ya? But he's choosing to be outside, and if it gets really cold, he can go into his den in the back. Right, Chow?
All you non-believers out there that don't believe in giant petrified beings that are saying this is no more than wind erosion or a natural rock formation. If you still don't believe, you're living in denial.
So I just landed in New York City and I'm so excited to get, whoa, hey, I'm walking here. I'm really excited to get,
Listen to me. We don't talk like that. We don't say things like that. You understand? Do you understand?
Okay, sorry. Forget about it. So basically,
Better watch where you sit.
Yo, I was just enjoying this meal, and I stabbed my fork into a praying mantis crawling out of my salad.
Oh, look at that.
Yo, there's a praying mantis in my food. A praying mantis in the salad.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can I just get another one? Alright, cool. It's for, alright, thank you.
I wouldn't be asking for another one. I'll be leaving.
The first time we passed it, Chase said the bottom part was not blinking. It was on, but it wasn't blinking. See how the different lights are at different intervals. The kitchen light being on.
That could be smart lights bugging out.
Matrix is not science fiction. It's a documentary. Every human, and it's a fact, every human first 7 years is download a hypnosis. The brain of a child under 7 is in a lower vibrational frequency. When you put wires on a person's head, you read electroencephalograph, reading brain activity. A child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Theta is also hypnosis. Before you can become conscious, if you don't have any programs, what are you going to be conscious of? This is the unfortunate fact. 95% of our life comes from those programs in the subconscious. Every day, only about 5% of their life are you using conscious, which is creative. 5%. Give me a child until it's 7 and I will show you the man.
What are they in a frenzy about?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to fall in the water right now.
Look at all of them.
Don't want to go swimming?
Hell no.
What's the deal with that? I ain't never seen that either.
I've seen it, but that's a lot of medium.
Yeah, y'all ever seen that many all at once again?
Not really.
Damn.
Some Satanist.
Yeah.
And he came out on a podcast and he said, this is an ex-Satanist, but he was up there. He was a fucking priest, right?
Okay.
What he did, he used to do voodoo and spells to try and harm people. Yeah. And one time this woman came to him and said, I need you to try and kill this other woman that I hate. Like, I want you to put a hex on her and kill her. Now, the satanic priest, what he ended up doing, he did his rituals. And the moments where he spoke to the devil, you know what the devil told him?
What? Don't do it?
Not this woman.
Whoa.
He said, so apparently, like, the devil telling the high priest of satanic church, telling him, not this woman. Her God is too powerful.
Whoa. We actually found it. I didn't think we'd find this cave, but here it is. Dungeon. I know, who built it? Yeah. What? No way. Alright, so we have a choice to either keep going on this level or to go up. Or to start to go up. Whoever made the staircase knew what they were doing. Yeah. Dude, the elevator. Holy crap. Dude, it sounds like there's power to it or something. What? Oh, yeah, I'm getting a picture. Whoa, dude, I can see a platform way up.
Hey, Grandpa, here's the fairy again.
It is, huh? I told everybody she was real. Nobody believed me. It's not bothering her. Not bothered her. Let's see, that's a real fairy, but just remember.
That's a fairy. I don't think so.
Videos on YouTube, and he is now the #1 most subscribed to musician in Canada on YouTube. And number 20th in the world.
Are you hearing this?
Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. How did you find Justin?
I saw him online for the first time. My family, friends had all told me that you're a fool if you don't go meet this kid.
Yes.
So I called up my partner, Scooter, and we came together and we met. He sang my song for me.
Yeah.
Better than
Which
me
one?
at the time.
You got it bad. Really? Yep.
He had a higher pitch, so it was a little bit better.
Yeah.
So in Brazil, they found a giant on top of a mountain, y'all. And it looks like he might be using a giant cell phone. And you have all these people here on this rooftop just literally came together to watch this giant man on this mountain. Look at that, y'all. That shit crazy. Imagine how big he is, because look at these trees. Look at the trees, y'all. And where is he getting that phone from? It gotta be a giant phone. Did you see how big it was? I mean, look at that. Look. Oh my goodness. So lately, people have been coming across a lot of these videos of giants on these mountaintops. Could that be what Jack and the Giant Beanstalk is all about? Like, they're literally on top of these mountains? Wow, look at that. Look at this one over here. Look at this. Look at that, y'all. Look how big this dude is. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Yo. Look at all these people coming together to watch him, y'all. Look at that. Shit crazy. But yes, y'all, these stories, these folklores, these myths, they have to have some validity to them. And we live in a multi-dimensional plane, y'all. So any and everything is taking place right here on this plane. We're just boxed in, so we don't go outside our box or outside of our circle. But now, with technology, things are coming to the surface. But this video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
Things humans were never meant to see.
That's what the tongue looked
Have you
like.
seen that video where that woman says that her mom's like knocking at the door, but it's like, open the door for mommy. And then she's like, my mom would never talk to me like that. And then it does this weird demon growl thing at the end. Let me show you guys real quick. Come out. Bella, are you there, honey? Open the door for mommy. Bella. Come out. Bella. Do I think this is a mimic? That's what everybody keeps saying. No. If this is for real, that's not a mimic. That's something so much worse. So much worse. There's no way I would open that door. And this video scared me. Not gonna lie. It scared me. Have you seen it? Who do you think it is? What do you think it is? What would you do? I'm not opening that door.
Morning, San Francisco residents are fed up after being kept up at night by driverless Waymo cars honking at each other through the night as they park.
I could not be more cranky today. And over the past 2 weeks, I've been woken up more times overnight than I have combined over 20 years.
Waymo says the vehicles automatically honk their horns when other cars get too close to them while reversing.
It'll be honk, 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 honk. It doesn't last very long. It only lasts like maybe 10, 15 seconds. But imagine if your alarm clock is going off for 10 or 15 seconds.
Sophia Tong has been running a 24-hour live stream capturing the chaos.
When they all come back at once, they get into a traffic jam and they start honking at each other. It's so silly to think about, like robots getting into traffic jams, but here we are.
Waymo says that while the feature has been working great in the city, they didn't anticipate it would happen so often in their own parking lots. adding, "We've updated the software so our electric vehicles should keep the noise down for our neighbors moving forward." And experts say don't hesitate to voice your concerns when new tech impacts your community.
Photo was found in the parking lot of a convenience store in Florida in 1989. And this photo still to this day has still not been identified. So this lady had just finished shopping when she found this photo on the ground. So she immediately called the cops. The cops reached out to Polaroid. Polaroid told the cops that this photo had to be taken after May of 1989. So that means the photo was at most a month and a half old. So this photo goes viral. So this family in New Mexico, they had a daughter named Tara Calico who had gone missing. So they said that looked just like their daughter. But the cops examined the photo and said, that's not your daughter.
What?
The boy in this picture is thought to be this kid named Michael Henley. Michael Henley had also gone missing in New Mexico in 1988. His family also believed that this was him. Once again, though, the cops said, that is not Michael. I want you guys to look at this side by side. Tell me that that does not look like the same kid.
Yeah, it does.
2 years later, in 1990, Michael's remains were found in the park about 2 miles from where he originally went missing. To this day, Tara has never been found. She is still missing, and the 2 people in that picture have never been identified almost 40 years later.